Hello.
Hello.
Yes, new Marshall again, an old one, but I'm glad that I bought it because it's a real treasure for me as a Marshall collector in the meantime. It's a very old JMP 100 MK2 from the year 1976. Has still the look of a plexi metal kind 60s, beginning of 70s optic. Has the the peak nose power cable, everything. For me that's the best looking area. Small letters, but it's still master volume. I can remember the times when these amps came out. In these times, it was not enough gain. I think, first of all, I have to say I'm not sure if this amp is really fit. So next week, I hope so, can visit my tech friend Robert. He has to look for something. I did the only thing I did until now is I changed the first tube, which is always good. But I am sure this amp could need a little bit help with the blue capacitors and stuff. Let's see. But for now, it has a really charming sound. It's way not so aggressive as a GCM 800, which it became later on. I like the sound. That's everything on, let's say, noon. Also, the preamp gain is not cranked. It's also about 1230. And it's a cool, clean sound with some kind of pre-gain, as we know, would be not enough on a super lead. And also the volume is not it's still loud enough. Volume on 9 on 100 watt, it's okay. Cool sound. I used the Clapton Strat today, which is a little bit stronger as a normal Strat would be because of the noiseless pickups, the humbuckers. And it has quite a little bit crunch if I crank the volume. Let's give it the Solodallas. Does steel do the clean? And if I would turn on the mid boost, I like the sound. I think it could get a little bit more. It's not. If you would ask, does it chuck? No, that's not the strength of an old, really old.
Can it make AC/DC sounds?
Yes, it can.
Then show me.
Yeah, you have to get Angus to show you.
I have to pay.
Let's call Angus. He will show you. No, what Tom means. Yes, there is. I would say, or assume, nobody knows really what Angus used over the years, but maybe I'm sure he began using the master volume amps in the 70s, 80s on the, let's say, what's the record? Wanna rock you or what? Let there be rock. So that's the. On this record, I think he started using GCM, not GCM, JMP, but with master volume. It's the area a little bit harsh sounding, but cool. And maybe that's the beginning of the.
You need his fingers too.
What do you say?
You need his fingers too.
You need him, yeah, sure.
No, only his fingers.
Only his fingers would be not better with together with his fingers. But what I want to say, yeah, in the whole area when he began using also his wireless Solodallas boost system, sounds a little bit like this on the Power Age and this kind of area. Yeah. Later on, he got back to the vintage ones, but in the I think he got it. I think AC/DC got Marshalls from Marshall, England, and then tried them and used them also. And that's the good thing with these amps; they are very versatile. I have now the 70s. I have the 80s, the red one, great amp, and I have also the reissue, the 90s reissue, also a good one. So I personally like the master volume amps very much. Yes, what else can I say? Let's try it with some boost stuff. What can we use? King of Dawn or Klon, also not bad. Smooth sounding guitar. Should use the SG, but haven't got it yet. It's still in title for freezing. With the clone, it's quite mid-range boosting, but cool. Yeah, let's try the low input. On the low input, I always use the heavier kind of distortion, tube zone, for instance. let's turn off the Solodallas. I have to turn it a little bit louder because that's the only different. I like the sound of the low input, but you have to turn it, the master, way more up. Still clean. Yeah, really good. Yeah, great pedal platform and lots of gain. No, not gain, volume. Yes, I'm sure. I like this amp very much. It's not only for the museum.
I like it too.
Yeah. Oh. Yeah, today, same setup as most of the time. The Blackback 25 with a SM57. That's all. Really very mojo. That's always the good thing, because I have so many good amps which everyone could say always sound the same. You feel it. There is a little bit of difference with these old Marshalls, especially if they are serviced. That's sure, because, yeah, 76, almost 50 years, and they keep saying the capacitors should be changed after 10 years. So sometimes it's not really an advantage, because I recognized it, I think, on my AC30, on the old one, after the capacitors, the new, there is some mojo gone. So, but it's a risk. It's not only a matter of taste, it's risky. If these capacitors fall out completely, you can get trouble with the, I'm not an electric specialist, but Robert told me it can be dangerous for the transformers. So better not having, really breaking them. If they are weak, you can like it, but if they are new, you are on the safe side. Okay, that's, I soon should go to Robert, because he has to look inside also of some other company. He's good in this. He has some, as we say, a nose for it. He looks in this amps and let's measure this, and gets it in a state, not modded. Let's say back to when they came out of the factory. That would be the plan for this kind of service. Maybe the power tubes, yeah, would be good, changing also the power tubes and biasing then. Okay, looking forward.
We have 6 minutes left.
No, let's say it's enough for today.
Okay.
See you next time. Bye bye.
Bye.